should be up.
Awesome. Aloha, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Fantastic. I love seeing where everybody's from. Everybody's saying in the chat, oh my gosh, it's snowing, which I'm having a hard time fathoming snow right now. So stay warm, everybody. Stay warm. And then, lots of folks from Oregon. It's great to see all of you folks. Oh, and UK too. Woohoo! That's fantastic. I love it. Let me make sure. So, thank you guys so much for joining us today. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. We get to kind of go down memory lane. So we thought it would be a nice treat for us, as well as you guys, to kind of go back and revisit some of the songs that we've taught in the past. Because we didn't really, until I started kind of working on this project, I didn't realize how long we'd been doing live streaming. When we've actually started it in 2018. It was originally for our artist work students. It was artist work students only. And then we opened up, I think, one or two to the public, like the super early ones. And everybody seemed to enjoy it. So we said, you know what? So then it became the artist work students picked the topics. And then we would then teach whatever they chose. And we actually would do like multiple songs per workshop. And I love looking at some of those old ones because you can see how far we've come from some of the from graphics to everything. And our studio was super, super tiny. This one's still actually smaller than it seems. So yeah, but I'll talk more about the different live streams and all that as we get into everything. Don't forget the packet is free. You can pick yours up from our website. Just go to craigandsarah.com. It's actually written underneath me here. Go to craigandsarah.com/live, and we have, all you have to do is just input your email address, and then it takes you directly to the page where you can click on a button and download it. Or it just pops open in a new window, I think, and then you just have to download it from there. And it's there for all time. So if you lose it, you can always input your email again. Don't worry, you don't get put on the mailing list like 8 times if you go in 8 times to purchase the pack. Or not purchase, but to get your free packet. Yay. Oh, we have some other folks from the other islands. Good to see you folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh my goodness, Germany as well. Yay! Aloha friends in the UK and in Europe. This is so cool. And of course, we have Vegas. Awesome. As well as Washington State. Yahoo! I love it. Yes.
Well,
and there's some of
morning,
you guys in the
everyone.
chat who have been with us since the beginning. I
Yes.
recognize.
And one of the things that we were talking about, thinking about a theme for this jam, was a lot of people didn't realize we were doing these kind of live streams way before the pandemic started.
Yeah.
And some of the lessons and songs that we kind of did workshops on, we thought it'd be fun to pull them out and review and
Dust them off.
dust them off. We'll do a tiny bit of teaching. That's just how we are today, but it'll be mostly just jamming.
Yes.
Have some fun with it.
Yes. We might not get through all the songs. We'll see. I was very ambitious when I was picking stuff. And the thing is, in our packet, it's not every live stream we've ever done. I kind of did some picking and choosing of some ones that I knew had either good memories or were really fun songs. So yeah, there's even more. And we finally updated our YouTube channel. So we have playlists now. So if you just want to check out all of the live streams ever, you can totally do that. So keep that in mind. Yeah.
All right, is everything sounding okay on everyone's end and looking okay? We always like using these sound check and Q&As to kind of make sure everything is sounding good.
Yeah. And also, we are super stoked. Our March in-person Hawaii Ukulele Retreat is like next week. Or it's really close.
It's next week already. Awesome.
So
Thanks, Peter, Steven.
we are super stoked about that. That's going to be a ton of fun. We know that there's some of you guys in the live chat who are actually going to be there with us, which we are really excited about. So I've just finished up like some of the last minute details with catering yesterday. So it's gonna be great. And so I've got now that I have like all of our mealtime set, etc. We're gonna be making you guys a new schedule and all that, and we've got special guests lined up. It's gonna be a
Yes.
lot of fun.
And,
So
and for me, I'm excited too because this is our first like in-person event. Oh, we did have the North Shore one a couple years ago with Melanie, but this is like our own,
yeah, this is our
you
event.
know, in Hawaii for the first time. We've done, you know, things in San Diego and our
Yeah.
Ute cruises.
And in Berlin.
Yes, in Berlin, that was a lot of fun. So if you know, we're still looking at ways to incorporate more things in Hawaii to do with these retreats too, and so this is going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah.
So, oh, we have some merch that came in too. We have some swag for the retreat people from
Woohoo!
GHS Strings.
Thank
and
you,
some battery
GHS
banks, and
Strings.
there's some more other fun swag that it's coming in. They're just
Yes.
super excited.
There'll be lots of photos, and then you'll all come next time.
Yes. No, we have a lot planned, and
Yeah.
you know, the big thing is again, thank you guys for your incredible support through the years, especially during the pandemic. It allowed us to experiment a little bit more with, you know, the live streaming, the workshops, the concert series that we're now hosting. So a lot of these ideas were bounced off of you guys, and again, having that support has been huge. So thank you very much. It's going to allow us to keep experimenting and pushing forward and seeing how we can feature more ukulele amazingness here in Hawaii while we're
Yeah.
here. And no, thank you guys.
Yeah. Yes, and I think if we, well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna do this again. An ukulele retreat. So we always try to make it in the winter time, so that those of you who live somewhere chilly have somewhere to escape to. So yes, we do keep that in mind. Yes, even our friends in Wales. I see you, Melanie, saying it's so cold
No.
here. Yes. I love it.
Aw.
And our good friends to the north. I know it's very chilly for y'all up there in Canada.
Actually, I don't think we announced this yet, but in 2 weeks, is it in 2 weeks?
Ah,
Let me look at that. 2 week. Wrong one. This one.
yeah. Yes, we're
That is
going.
in 2 weeks.
Yes, so it was announced to our newsletter, but we hadn't actually announced it anywhere else. We'll have our dear friend, Mr. Neil Chin, joining us live here in the studio. We're going to do a joint workshop with him on Let's Fall in Love with song arranging and some analysis. This is going to be really awesome. This is one of my favorite songs, and I have to say that this song is one that I actually sing to Cameron frequently, except it's Let's Take a Nap. I think it's time to take a nap. I think you should take a nap, Cameron She. So that's the song. When Neil chose it, I just laughed and said, "Oh, I'm so excited."
Yeah, so that's gonna be fun because he's here with us in a
Yes.
few days for our retreat, and
Yeah.
we'll be doing some work with him while he's here as well. So that should be a lot of fun. No plans for a San Diego cruise yet. It's still been a little early to
Cruising
kind of
is, yeah.
yeah, especially with Cameron being 2 right now. So we might wait a few years, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna start planning those festivities. So we'll have a lot to announce probably in the next year as well.
Yeah.
Is that Brazil? We see.
I see a Brazil
Aloha.
flag.
I know. Man, there's so many amazing ukulele players in Brazil. It's so cool to see.
Oh,
Let's see.
there we go. Yahoo! Awesome.
And what else is coming up?
So tomorrow we do have our backyard concert series, the next premiere. I'm very excited about that. I'm not sure when you wanted to show that off, maybe when we first start the live stream.
Yeah.
But just those of you who are joining us right now in the chat, it's going to be Andrew Molina with his dad Jay, who they're both amazing musicians. And this concert was a lot of fun to film, actually. For us, we've gotten to watch Andrew grow as not only an ukulele player, but also as a teacher. And I'm so excited that we get to try to support him in this way. We're going to be giving away, in the live premiere, we have a lot of great giveaways, one of which is a subscription to the Andrew Molina Ukulele Academy, which is his own online school. So we'll have one of those to give away, as well as goodies from Hawaiian Host, GHS Strings, a 6-month subscription to Artist Works, which is our online school. So there's a lot of great giveaways during the live event. So definitely try to join us live if you can. And remember, tomorrow is daylight savings for most places except us.
So even though we're still starting at 9 a.m. Hawaii time,
double check your time zone.
For Pacific, today is at 11. Tomorrow will be at 12.
Yeah. So triple check, because we want to make sure. Also, you still have time today, if you haven't already purchased the Kala'e Kamarillo digital program. You can still purchase that for 3 entries to win that beautiful Koaloha Acacia Opio model from the Ukulele Site. They are the main sponsors for Kala'e's concert. And then Andrew's, we also have an ukulele to give away as well, which I'm really excited about.
You showed off this year.
Okay. Craig is bringing it to me. It has a super cute case. I'm really excited about it.
I might not be in tune, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably not in tune, because when we take pictures, we always change the tuning pegs to make sure. But yeah, this is the Rebel ukulele. It's the double cheese model, which I think is super cute. So this is going to be the uke that is the giveaway for Andrew Molina. And then it has this really super cute case.
Yeah, it is a really cute case.
Yeah, so that's this one. I think we have until early April, I think, for you to enter for this. And details for entering to win the instruments is listed on our website. Andrew's stuff is listed first. If you're interested in Kala'e stuff, just scroll down, because his is there, and his concert is, I have to say, it's one of my favorites. I love his songwriting, and the fact that we get a mix of like ukulele and guitar. So, yeah, so definitely check out the concert and share it with your friends, as well as Andrew's. Hopefully a bunch of you are going to join us live tomorrow for that. There we go. The uke is safe. And all of the instruments that we've been giving away in our Backyard Concert series, all of them are being set up and shipped by the Ukulele Site. They are a big sponsor and supporter of our Backyard Concerts. And I just want to say another huge thank you to them for always being our Johnny on the spot anytime we need help with shipping or anything. So just thank you, Ukulele Site. You guys are the best.
Yeah, they are definitely proving themselves to be one of the biggest supporters of the ukulele, and what they do for the community as well is just incredible.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Apparently Saskatchewan does not change time either. I know, I think Arizona doesn't also. There's a couple, in Tennessee. I feel like there's a couple of random spots in the U.S. that don't change too. But that's actually part of why we used to always put our live streams, even when we first moved here, we'd put everything in Pacific time. But then we would get confused because we didn't change time zones. And so then eventually we just gave up and said, okay, we're just going to say what time it is here. And everyone else can look it up on Google or do the math. Because that's a beautiful thing, right? Is that it's so easy to find that information. If it's like, okay, what time is it in Japan?
All right, I'm going to play the quick demo of the concert for tomorrow, and then we'll get started. Here we go.
Love it. Nice. So that's who we're going to see tomorrow. And Craig and I will be in the live chat. And hopefully, I think Andrew is planning on it as well. So I'll send him a quick text as a reminder. Or maybe he's watching now. Who knows? But we're super, super excited to get to have them join us. And we just happened to catch them because they live on Maui. They came over, I think, for a wedding. And then they said, oh, we have a day free. So we said, oh, great. Come to our house. Come play in our backyard. And they did. Nice. Fantastic. We've got... I love it. Awesome. So I'm just double checking, make sure there weren't any questions in the live chat. You can always ask, pop up and ask questions. I see our good friend Carol is in the chat. And so she's awesome. Many of you may remember her helping out with all of the live streams, actually. I swear, where she's always putting in different links and stuff. So aloha, Carol. Thank you. I'm so glad you're able to join us today. Yay.
Yes, that is actually our backyard. We're
And
very,
yes.
very fortunate.
We've had many people ask us that. They're like, is it really your backyard? I'm like, well, yes. It's the backyard concert. So yes.
Yeah.
Though it's deceivingly, the way it's filmed, I feel like it looks deceivingly larger than it is. So yeah, maybe when things get more, they're getting better. So who knows? We might have like live studio audience and stuff too as we move forward.
The weather in Hawaii is just, it's horrible. It's just way too comfortable right now. It's just...
On occasion, though, it gets like really, really rainy. And that's when we have trouble shooting in the backyard, actually, is if we actually get like strong rain. The winds are the winds get so much bad that like the rain will be sideways and then forget it. We have to cancel filming.
Yeah. And again, going back to mentioning that, again, with your support, we've been able to experiment with a lot of things. I think we are going to be doing a lot of new things with this YouTube channel too. We're doing some behind the scenes shooting. We just helped film a really special concert that we can't share details yet, but there's so many
What I
different
recommend
things.
for that concert, though, is go to Herboto Jr.'s website and join his mailing list, because you'll probably hear about that project.
Oh my gosh, that's probably one of the biggest things we've actually filmed, I think, with that. But so we're going to be doing some behind the scenes stuff about what we utilize to make the video and audio stuff work for us, our mobile station, especially when we do things on location, and more interviews with local artists that, again, just haven't had the chance to meet everyone yet. So we're trying to do as much as we can. So again, thank you guys for your support.
Yes.
And
I'm excited too. I've had people ask me to talk about how I make the packets. So hopefully I'll get a chance to do a sort of a technical talk. And also there's many people out there that use Guitar Pro. I use it as well. And I can talk about how I utilize it for ukulele specifically and all of that. So lots of fun things hopefully coming down the pike.
Yes, we have people scheduled to fly in for future backyard concerts. A lot of great stuff. I'm hoping a bunch of people from Brazil make it down so we can do a lot of filming with them. So we're excited. There's a lot of ideas in the works. Yes, Honoka was great. This has been so much fun. So thank you guys for making it all happen.
Today, I'm excited. Today is our Memory Lane Jam. So I'm going to take us down Memory Lane. Both Craig and I, not just me. I'll take you down Memory Lane, and we are going to be, this is the mahalo letter that we have at the very beginning of your packet, where I actually have the entire playlist of our live streams, because I've only cherry picked some of the things. So just make sure to actually read this thank you. A lot of times people skip it and get right to the meat and potatoes. So our very first live stream ever was the very first public live stream ever was June 2018. We did do live streams prior to that, but they were only for our Artist Work students. We were doing monthly live streams just for them. They chose a subject. And then we said, you know what? let's test it out on the public. So this is that first test. The students still chose were the ones that asked the questions and picked the subject matter. And this one, we actually did a couple of songs, but I just chose this one because it's a good one to start off with, where we talked about bar chords, right? And we discussed different ways of like spicing up a song like this. Now, we do have that banner across the bottom. Remember, these packets are free, so go get your packet, because the packets might be slightly cut off a little bit, and that is okay. Also, at the top, you'll notice, if you're on your iPad or whatever, that this link here, that's actually a hot link. So you can click on that and it takes you directly to that old live stream where you'll look at it and go, oh my gosh, don't they look so well rested? and don't their graphics look horrible? But you know what? You don't know until you try here. There we go. Sweet. You want to start this one off, Craig?
Sure, let's do it.
You want me to just start I'll just start with the strumming real quick. Yeah. The D. A. Nice. Yeah.
Standing on the side of hell, looking on the side of heaven.
How can I get over?
Trying so hard to move my feet, but it seems I'm sinking deeper.
How can I get over? 2 hits?
And I wanna know.
I wanna know.
I wanna know, yeah.
Na 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 na. How can I get over? Yeah. Keep going. B minor. And D. Back to A.
Living all my life in sin. I don't know when righteousness is coming.
How can I get over?
Now that I can't wait no longer, living hard in pain and hunger.
How can I get over? song number 1, the very first public live stream we ever did. Check it out. It will crack you up. Next down memory lane, October 2018, we decided to take you guys through and do an arrangement of the song Hale Hula. Now this one, we talked about different chord substitutions and adding in movement. And I went ahead and added in some simple movement that we talked about in that live stream. You'll notice on that 1, 2, 3, 4th measure, third measure, there's an F followed by G minor. All we're going to do is take G minor and move it up to the 3rd fret. Leave that open G string, move it back down. So it's 2 beats each of F, G minor, move it up to the 3rd fret, back down. Now this 3rd fret, that's actually an A minor 7 chord. It's a much easier way of playing it, and it's technically not a movable chord, though we did move it because it has an open G string in it. You could, if you wanted to, say you had trouble playing this A minor 7, right? You could play this one. You could play 3 strings if you were moving it around, or if you play low G, this might not sound as good to you with that open G because the harmony is a little more spread out. But that's one of the things that we kind of discussed. Also, one thing that I did notice too is I have this F7 suspended, but that's really an F suspended. If you want to do F7 suspended, it would actually look more like this guy. And
or if you just want an easier way of playing that chord.
So let me actually write it down here real quick.
Yeah, I honestly I would never play. Let me showcase that real quick. I'll do a close up while she's doing that. So here's your F, here's your F7. That's right. So your ring and pinky are on the C and A string, 3rd fret. All you have to do is take your middle finger, push them up to that 3rd fret as well.
Yeah.
And just resolve it by bringing that middle finger down.
Yeah.
Oh, the action on this uke is so high. So much easier than doing something like that or like that.
So for me, both of them sound great, but the thing with the F, the thing with the F suspended, which is what's technically written, is there's no flat 7th note. That's why you want to play this one, which I have written on the bottom of the chart now in bright red. So fix your chart if you want, or you can play this one. Doesn't matter. Now I am used to playing baritone on this one, so we'll see how I do leading us holding the high G instrument. I think I also had the similar issue when we were teaching it. And this particular live stream too, we actually did I think there were 3 songs, 3 or 4 that we walked through, and this is just one of them. Now, there's a highlighted yellow box. That's just when it's time to do the ending of the song. I'm going to call out for us to go to G7. That's the G7 I want us to go to. So when we're ending this thing. Okay, and we're going to start with a Hawaiian vamp. It's going to be 2 beats of G7, 2 beats of C7, and then 4 beats of F. Twice. And then for ending it, Craig, I didn't write our standard ending. Do you want us to just do it and go for it? Or do you want to do a vamp?
Just call it out.
Just call it out? Okay. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Your Hawaiian vamp. 1, 2, 3,
G.
4. C7. G7. C7. When I hear the strains of that sweet Alekuki, 2 beats, move it up. Stealing from a far off guitar, pen ain't no, and lily away makes you sway in the moonlight. I know the reason why Fahey haunts you so. Back that verse again. When I hear the strains of that sweet Hale Hula. haunts you so. Lovely blue. The lovely blue of sky and the sapphire of ocean. The flashing white of clouds and the waves foaming crest. The many shades of green from the plain to the mountains, with all the brightest hues of the rainbows. We are blessed. I hear the swish. I hear the swish of rain as it sweeps down the valley. I hear the song of wind as it sighs through the trees. I hear the crash of waves on the rocks and the beaches. I hear the hissing surf and the boom of the sea. Love to dance. I love to dance and sing of the charms of Hawaii and sing a joyful heart aloha to you. And every note I'll tell of the spell of my islands, for then I know that you'll be in love with them too. G7. For then I know that you'll be in love. We'll do it one more time. With them too. G7. For then I know that you'll be in love with them too. Yeah, nice, Craig. That was nice. Sweet. Very fun. So Hale Hula, I love this song. It's such a beautiful tune. And actually, the gentleman who wrote this, he wrote Mele Kalikimaka, Lovely Hula Hands. I believe it's is it Ron Alexander? I can't remember. I know I talked about it a little bit during that live stream, but I do recall he was very prolific during that time frame. So we've got the next tune is I'm a Believer, and I actually have it 2 different ways, and I've written something wrong on it in 2 different ways. So you'll notice that I've crossed out the C on this chart. Cross out the C on your chart. I'm not sure in the original live stream we taught it with the C, but I actually have it flipped wrong in this thing. But we've discovered over the years, because this was from 2019 in April, and I believe this was either right before or right after our Ute cruise. Might have been before, actually. And we actually taught this song on board, and everybody got to perform it for the entire ship. It was really a ton of fun. And the other version of it, which is probably what I'm going to actually show on screen, this one, the C is in red. Do not play the C. We're just going to play that D chord. So just keep that in mind on your charts, that is a mistake, but it was a mistake we actually originally taught. So, but if you listen to the original recordings, you'll hear that it's just 2 chords there. So awesome. I love it. Oh, nice. There's some folks saying in the chat that they've been working on their inversions with us. So that's a great thing to remind us about. Thanks, Rob. Is that while you're going through and jamming with us, try out some of the stuff that you learned. We talked about different chord positions. I remember for Hale Hula, as well as I think Beautiful Kauai is the next song we're going to do. And in that lesson, we also discussed playing in other positions, playing substitution chords. This is the perfect time to try it out. Just choose one chord. Maybe instead of G, play G major 6 in the first position, or G in another place. Everything else, keep where you know so that you can survive the jam. But just something to think about as you're moving forward. So, all right, let's take a look at I'm a Believer. This should be a lot of fun. And let's just start with a G chord. Just to get us kind of in the groove. G. Is that all right, Craig? What do you think? G, keep G in, G. You guys ready for this Neil Diamond song, even though the Monkees made it famous? Here we go. Here we go. I thought love was only true in fairy tales. So the D goes where that C used to be. Meant for someone else, but not for me. If you want, throw in a G7. C. Love was out to get me. Da-da-da-da. C. That's the way it seemed. Da-da-da. C. Disappointment haunted all my 1, 2, 3, and 1. Then 2 beats of G. Now I'm a believer, not a trace, a doubt in my mind. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Here we go. I thought love was more or less a given thing. It's like, seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use of trying? Da-da-da-da-da. All you get is pain. Da-da-da-da-da. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. And stop. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I could leave her if I tried. Let's start from the top, because it's fun. I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. G7 if you want. C. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And stop. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace, a doubt in my mind. 1 hits, everybody. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Second verse. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. Here we go. What's the use of trying? Do-do-do-do. All you get is pain. Do-do-do. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace, a doubt in my mind. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. If you want to end on one, you can. It's more fun to leave it in suspense. But I love that song. It's so much fun. And that just brings back so many great memories of that cruise. Man, that was a blast.
Yeah, that was fun. But thanks, guys, for the shout out for the harmonies on the previous song too. That I'm still practicing playing bass and singing. I give credit to those bass players that can just rock out and sing while playing bass. It's so hard. So I'm trying my best.
And you'll notice, so for the reason why on a song like I'm a Believer, I did 2 charts is sometimes I like having these box charts because I know how long things last, right? Whereas the one that has the lyrics and the words, like what we were looking at on screen, that it's only good if you know the song. If you don't know the song, heaven help you trying to do the changes. So the great thing about the box charts is that there's no question how long everything is. We're all in 4/4 time. Each box represents 4 beats. You're good to go. Now for
Vinicius is on. We need to organize like a Brazil ukulele festival in Hawaii. That's what we need to
in
do.
Hawaii.
Yes.
The Brazil Ukulele Festival of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Or we could just go down there too. That's also fine.
That's true. So many incredible Brazilian ukulele
There actually
players.
are many
Absolutely
amazing Brazilian ukulele players.
All right.
So beautiful Kauai, I was really excited about. We had somebody asking us to do more sort of Hawaiian style music. And this is a really pretty one from June of 2019's live stream. And this one, you'll notice I have a little thing that's highlighted here. There's a G to E7. We'll play it with the G to E7 for everything until the last verse, and then I'll call out and I'll play what's in that little box down there.
Oh, I'm just gonna keep doing it though.
Yeah, that's oh, okay. Yeah, Craig can actually play what's in that box the whole time, and it's not going to matter. It would sound kind of weird if we all chose different times to play that box. So in that little box there, you have 2 beats of G, and then we move up to a G6 up here, which looks like a D minor 7 kind of shape. So it's 4, 4, 3, 5. And then I play that for 1 beat, and it's triplet, because I'm throwing in 3 quarter notes in the space of 2 beats. So those are triplets. So move it down to E7. It's a very pretty movement. So let's try that.
Yeah, what a fun exercise to kind of get down.
So I'm doing this right here. Okay. So let's try that together. Sorry, I hit the microphone with my headphones. Here we go. Try that box. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, then move it up, triplet E7, 2, 3, 4, G again, 1, 2, triplet E7, 2, 3, again, G, move up, triplet E7, 2, 3, 4, yeah, it's a really beautiful sound. But Craig can actually play that on the bass, even if I just play G to E7. Because the bass can kind of do what he wants, which is kind of nice. So let's give it a shot. It's a very pretty, it's a very pretty melody and just a gorgeous tune. So here we go. Let's just hold a G to get us started. G. I think that feels good, Craig. Do you think that's a good one? Okay, here we go. There's an island across the sea, E7. Nice, Craig. Beautiful Kauai, D7. G, beautiful Kauai, D7. Let's go back to the A, to the G. So it's calling to me, E7, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, G7, that second ending, C, in the midst of Fern Grotto, Mother Nature made her home, and the falls of Wailua, D7, where lovers often roam. So I'll return to my isle across the sea. I forgot to do it, but Craig did it. Beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai. All right, let's do the song again. This time I'll do the extra embellishment. There's an island across the sea, and triplet E7, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, D7, and it's calling the sea, embellishment calling to me, triplet E7, beautiful Kauai, beautiful Kauai, G7, C, in the midst of Fern Grotto, Mother Nature made her home. You could slide it, 'neath the falls of Wailua, where lovers often roam. So I'll return to the G, to my isle across the 1, 2, triplet, beautiful Kauai, D7, beautiful Kauai, A7, coming up, A7 Kauai, sorry. D7. Beautiful Kauai. Aww. So for the end of that, there was a D7 I accidentally left off to help me get back to that A7. But we still made it through the jam, and it was a lot of fun. So thank you guys. I'm so excited. Yay. Beautiful Kauai. So that's one that I remember doing also years and years ago when I first started playing the ukulele. There was a club in Encinitas that I used to go to, and this was a song we played every time. And I always loved it. I think we always played it in F because that was the leader sang it in that key. All right, we've got one. Now this one I pulled out, and the main reason is from in June of 2019, we did a Father's Day special live stream where we gave away a little ukulele, a little Super Nino, I think is what Ohana calls that one. Because this was the live stream that we told everybody that we were pregnant and we were going to have Cameron. So we had a little giveaway. And we went over children's songs. It was under the guise of children's songs. And then in the middle of it, I think I actually wrote down the timestamp up there at the top under the Puff the Magic Dragon thing. If you want to fast forward and see the moment that we say we're pregnant, you can check it out. But it was really sweet actually, getting to do that and getting to share the news directly with you guys. And some of you guys who are in the chat now are actually with us the day that we announced that little Cameron was coming.
And I had to be very careful from that point on like anything we posted online. Like I took a picture of like 2 amazing pieces of chocolate from like Hawaiian Host.
Oh my gosh, right.
And people are like, oh my gosh, does that mean there's going to be a sibling?
No. You took 2 pieces of chocolate and you posted saying big, and it was a pink piece and a blue piece or like a greeny blue piece. And Cameron wrote, big news coming this week.
Oh,
that was
gosh.
it. And then everyone's like, oh, is Sarah pregnant again? And I'm like, nope. That ain't happening, folks. I think Cameron's it.
So many instances they're like, oh, no.
Oh, is she pregnant? No. I don't think I can go through that again.
Yeah, as Sarah said, if you go back to our beginnings, because again, we're lucky. We started, I think, really starting to travel the world performing and teaching in 2015, maybe? Was that kind of start of all that, maybe? Or like the big push?
Actually, 2013 is when we traveled to Australia but we weren't.
Oh, so even before that?
Yeah.
Then. So I must have been...
2014 and 15, we were definitely hustling.
Yeah.
Big time. But yeah, 2013 was when we did Australia and the UK together, I thought. Or was it 14? Now I'm not remembering.
No,
it
was 13.
It was 14, I think. I don't remember. We should go through our pictures. That's how I keep track of stuff.
Yeah, and as Sarah says, we had the energy and the sleep to be able to do all that.
We did.
So we'll see. Maybe in 11 years we'll start going strong again. No, we part of
it's getting easier.
It is getting easier, and I think we are itching to bring Cameron in our travels because, as you guys know, the ukulele people are some of the most amazing people you'll ever meet, and to surround him with music and that positive energy, I think will be so good for him. Yeah. So I can't wait.
Yes. Now I'm going to scroll this up a little bit so that maybe we.
And I'm kind of keeping an eye on the chat. Yes, if you do visit the different factories here on Oahu or in Hawaii, don't forget that a lot of them do ship internationally as well.
Yes.
So instead of worrying about your brand new ukulele on the plane with you, just have them ship it the same day you leave, that kind of thing, and it'll get to you within a few days.
Yes, and it'll get to you safe and sound.
Because they do it all the time. But nowadays with the airlines, especially if you don't look like a professional and you're trying to carry on too many instruments, sometimes they give you a hard time. So always think about, Terry, it's so great to see you. Yes. Oh my gosh. Now we have such fun memories of the UK and Australia. Those were our big starting points of the international travel, and we love everyone there so much, and they were so incredibly supportive. They're like, gave us that confidence that, we could do this, we can
do it.
So thank you guys.
So let's go through and do Puff the Magic Dragon. Sometimes this song gets me all teary and emotional, so I'm going to try not to get that way. It's funny. Of course, I used to make fun of my mom because any super happy moment or super amazing memory, she would just cry at the drop of a hat. And I used to make fun of her all the time. And then I had a kid, and now I'm that way. So I get it, Mom. I get it. Okay. Here we go. And we'll just start. Let's just go through and play the progression as sort of intro.
Oh, Peter, yeah, I can't believe there's no Cheltenham Ukulele Festival anymore.
That Cheltenham holds a very special place in our hearts. And I miss seeing Allie and Phil.
Yeah.
Craig's dad loves Phil and his jokes.
Oh
1, 2, 3, 4. Start again. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved the rascal Puff and bought him things and strings and all that fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a first inning land called Honolulu. And we'll repeat that again. Puff, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist. Second ending in a land called Honolulu. A dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant wings and other toys. Sorry, I messed up. One gray night it happened. Jackie Paper came no more. Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his roar. Oh, let's do the chorus. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist. Second ending in a land called Honolulu. His head was bent in sorrow. Green scales, they fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane without his lifelong friend. Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, he slipped back in his cave. Here we go! Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. All right, I'll get it right this time. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Aww. It got me then, and it got me this time too. I was hoping. Man, so Peter, Paul, and Mary, they wrote some really beautiful songs, but this one, man, every time he's like no longer going to play because the little boy grew up. It's like, oh, my son. So, sorry if I made any of you guys out there cry. It's a happy cry. Thanks, Craig. Oh my gosh. All right, let's move on. So the next one, oh, I'm so like bright red too. Here we go. The next one, Side by Side. So we actually did some live streams, if I remember right. I think this one, oh, no. This is actually one that was not, I thought it was a sponsored one, but those actually came a little later, pardon me. So Side by Side, this is a cute little song. And I've just always really enjoyed it, even though it's like it's not one that's like in my arsenal all the time. And we did a lot of chord substitutions and stuff to this one during that live stream. And so this is from August of 2019. And I think you'll notice that there is a highlighted box. For this highlighted box, it's that C to A7 business. One thing that we taught during that live stream was actually throwing in a chromatic walk down, where instead of playing C, I have us playing a C7, and we're doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what's happening here, excuse me. So what's happening here is that we are trying to squeeze in a bunch of stuff before that A7. So let's try it together, barring that C7 for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And let's try it again. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so we're actually getting to that A7 a half a beat earlier. And one thing that you could do is, let's say you didn't like that B flat 7, you could actually do C7. You could do the C7, the B7, and then A7, right? That's what you did on bass at one point, wasn't it?
CCBA.
CCBA, that's what you did. So CCBA. So it's actually the same timing, but he didn't go down to the B flat. For now, because what we taught was doing the full chromatic thing, that's what I have in that box. That is completely optional. I think what I'll do is like what I did on Beautiful Kauai. I will play the fancy stuff the second time around. So the first time around, I'm just going to play it plain Jane, and then we'll start trying to add it in. It should be a lot of fun.
Now, some trivia. The first time I heard this song...
Yes. Sorry.
Was an old Bruce Willis song, movie.
Oh.
Called Hudson Hawk, and they used this near the end, and it was the first time I actually heard this song. And random bit of trivia there for you guys. Hudson Hawk with Bruce Willis. Nice. Yep.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, here we go. Side by side. Let's get our C ready. C. That's a good speed, I think, Craig, yeah? Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we travel along singing a song. Oh, side by side. Let's do it again. Don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel along, sharing our load, oh, side by side. B section. Through all kinds of weather. What if the sky should fall? As long as we're together, it doesn't matter at all. Boom, 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 boom. When we've quarreled and parted, we'll be the same as they started. Travel along, singing a song, oh, side by side. Let's do fancy stuff. Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe it's cloudy and sunny, but we travel along. Here we go, singing a song. It's kind of fast, yeah, side by side. Again, don't tomorrow. Maybe a trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road, sharing a load, oh, side by side. B section. Through all kinds of weather. A7. What if the sky should fall? D7. As long as we're together, y'all, it doesn't matter at all. Whoa, when they've all quarreled and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just a traveling the road. Here we go, sharing our load, side by side. D7, side by side. D7 again, side by side. Yay! If you wanted, you could also do sharing our load, side by side. A7, or you could do that again, side by side, side by side. If you wanted to do that as well, we just kept it simple for the jam. But side by side, a really cute song that we went over, and we went over I think 2 or 3 other tunes during that live stream as well in 2019. Yeah, and I was also quite pregnant, if I remember right. Yes. Oh my gosh, we're jumping up now. Is it really May of 2020 that we did that one? Wow. So we've got the blues medley now. Now this one is one that I feel like we didn't name this live stream right on YouTube.
It's not right? We didn't use it for the muting and scratching thing?
No, we used it for muting and scratching, but I don't think that's what we named it. I feel like we named it something else. Like I think this might have actually been a sponsored workshop, and I think we...
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So we did this for a uke club.
Yeah.
And so it's harder to find, I think. So I wanted to make sure to include it because this is one of Craig's more popular workshops, actually, when we were traveling and stuff. And it's his muting and scratching class, where when you see us doing things like this, right? And I'm doing the scratchy stuff and I'm muting the strings. And I'm doing that with this left hand, right? So he utilizes the A blues in that workshop, which is why I'm having us play a 12-bar blues in the key of A. And you'll notice that for our D7, I'm having us use that bar D7 because that's what Craig teaches, because he also talks about moving this. So if I take that chord and I go whoop, whoop, up 2 frets, that's my next E7. And so it's great to be able to do this and have a barred chord, because in order to mute this chord and be able to do scratching, all I'm doing is releasing the pressure in my hand. And Craig goes more into detail in that live stream. So that's the hot links at the top of this page after this live stream. If you want to join us some more, you could definitely check that one out for sure. It's a really fun one, but I feel like I might have written, I feel like it's not May 2020. I think it's actually May 2019 that we did it. So I think that's a typo in the packet itself. Because I tried to do this all in order. So anyway, it doesn't matter. The hot link is there. So let's go through and see if I can sing Tutti Frutti and You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. We'll see how I do.
Okay, I guess scroll up so you can see as much as you can on the bottom.
And that's a lot of A at the top there.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of this, I wrote, fun fact, April 2020. That was Baby Cameron's first live stream, by the way. Okay. Yes, so this is 2020 in May. I forgot that I had skipped the baby Cameron's first live stream. So yes, May 2020 was when we did this one, and it was a sponsored workshop. And but in April, if you want to see Cameron for the very first time, like everybody else, that would be April of 2020, and that hot link is actually down there. There we go. Okay, you guys ready? And we'll play through the form once, just to get through it. And if you want to play a regular E7, you can. If you want to play some of the stuff that Craig taught during that, like the power slide, you can. Feel free. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. A. Lots of A. And bunch of D7. Back to A. E7 if you want. D7 back to A. Fruity, oh Rudy. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Ooh, Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Bop, bop, loo, bop, bop, bam, boom. Got a girl named Sue. She knows just what to do. Oh, got a girl named Sue. She knows just what to do. She not messed up the words. That's okay. A E7. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Ooh, Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Ooh, bop, 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 bam, boom. Got a gal named Daisy. She always drives me crazy. Got a gal named Daisy. She always drives me crazy. She knows how to love me, yes indeed. Boy, you know what she do to me. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Ooh, Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Oh, wop, bop, doo, bop, but you ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Oh, you ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. But said you was high class, that was just a lie. Oh, they said you was high class, but that was just a lie. Well, you ain't caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. Let's do that verse again. They said you was high class, that was just a lie. Oh, they said you was high class, that was just a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. Lots of A, gonna end with A. Lots of A, go to D7, 'cause you got to go to A. Here we're gonna end with D, and then the D, and end on A. Yeah! That was fun. I like that. So I'm sorry I messed up on with Tutti Frutti, with singing it and playing it at the same time. That one is a fun song. But I definitely sing Hound Dog a lot more often than Tutti Frutti. Though, I have to be honest, I sing Tutti Frutti a lot to Cameron. This is where I get to embarrass my son. Because that's what we call toots in this house, or Tutti Fruttis from your booties. So, it's always a lot of fun.
Except now he tries to push and
That's true. He'll push and go, Tutti Frutti. He's really funny. Yes. So, now Cameron will definitely be able to look back on this and say, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Yes. It's on the internet for forever. I love it. Thank you guys so much. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing good on time. Okay, so we've got, I think, a few more that we're going to do because there's a lot more here than, I gave us way more than I think we could get through. So let's go through. We have All I Can Do Is Dream, and there is a boo-boo on the handout that I want to point out, and I've written in red. You'll see over the word dream that I have circled, you have 2 beats of F, B flat, and then an F for 4 beats, or you can play F to F7 for the I Can Make You Mine. So this song, I've always just loved this song. I'm hoping one day Craig and I can record it, because it's just, I've always just loved the harmonies, and it's just a beautiful song. And I love it so much, we taught it twice, but we did different things with it. So when it first shows up in June of 2020, I actually teach an intro to chord melody with this song. And then later on, we did a live stream in March of 2021 where I actually went through and did some changes with the chords so that you've got substitutions and just added more movement and stuff. So you can definitely check it out. It's just a beautiful song. So let's just start with the main progression. It's 2 beats for all of them. So we have that F, D minor, B, And you could move it up to C if you wanted to be fancy pants. Move that B flat up to a C, or you could play C7. It doesn't matter, whichever one you want to do today. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dream, 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 dream. When I want you in my arms, when I need you, and all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream, 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 dream. When I feel blue in the night, when I want you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do, here we go, 2 beats, is dream. B flat, and then F to F7 if you want. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night and day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I want you so. And that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream from the top when I want you. And your charms when I want you. In my arms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream, 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 dream. When I feel blue in the night, when I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. B flat, back to F, F7 if you want. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, excuse me, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so I could die. I love you so. So whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream. If we have to record it, we'll switch parts. Because I think that would work better. But this is such a great song. Everly Brothers, man, so good. I love it. What a fun tune. So I'm going to skip I'm Yours because I want us to get to some of the other sort of more meat and potato songs. So I'm Yours, though, I have it in here. This is actually Craig's Intro to Music Theory and Soloing class, and it is our most popular to date live stream that we've ever done.
Wait, was it this first one, or was it when I did the How Can I Get Over Intro to Soloing one?
No, this is the one. This is the most popular as far as like viewership and stuff. So definitely check out the hot link if you're like, what? You did theory? Yes, we did. And it's a really good one. But I'm going to skip this song for now because we're running out of time. Oh my God, yes, Kind of Hush. This is a song that was inspired by one of our Artist Work students. She submitted a VE on this song, and I had this like, oh my God, I love this song. Oh my God, I love this song. And I'd forgotten about it. And all of a sudden I got super inspired. And so we did a really fun live stream on it, song arranging, where we ended up doing some crazy different chords. I'll play some of the crazy chords as an intro. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind is I tend to get to some of these chords a half a beat early because the melody actually shows up a half a beat early. So instead of there's a kind of hush, right? The E7 switched after the word hush. I actually changed on hush. There's a kind of hush. Oh, shoot. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1 and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1 and 2. I don't do it every time, but I tend to do it 9 times out of 10. Which Craig is like, Sarah, you pick a lane. So I'm going to pick that lane and make you guys follow me. So listen out for when I go to some of these chords a half a beat early.
Yeah, by the 8th time.
You'll get it.
The eighth run through on the song. We'll be fine.
We'll be great. And then for the B section, though, I am going to play that one straight. I'm not going to do craziness on the B section, only the A section.
Now, and again, this is the one of the few times I'll mention it, but a huge thank you to our Artist Work students.
Yes,
you have
you
made
guys.
us better teachers and better artists as well. Because hearing your feedback and exposing us to different songs that we haven't heard before or haven't heard in years.
Yes,
we love it. So thank you guys so much. I know we have that big collab video coming up soon. And again, if you're watching and you're Artist Work students, we did extend the date for the
collaboration, so you still have time.
Yes, because we're going to be busy with the retreat. So you have until the 25th, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. So looking at this song, it's a very fun tune. We'll go through it. Let me actually do so in the live stream, I end up teaching something like this. Want to get started?
Okay,
You guys?
Bring your gain down just a
sure.
hair and volume up just a little bit to compensate. You're playing a little bit louder than
I'm
at
sorry.
sound
I
check.
can also
No, it's okay because this one, especially this one, you want to be strong. This will be fun.
Okay, so I'll do that as the intro, and then we'll come in on C together. I'll count us in. How's that, Craig?
We'll try that.
1. So I'm going to start in with the crazy chords, and then I'll call out when we get to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go with you know what I mean. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world you can hear the sounds of lovers in love. G7, you know what I mean, just the two of us and nobody else in sight. There's nobody else, just us, just holding you tight. Stay on your C, but listen very carefully, closer now and you will see what I mean. It isn't a dream. The only sound that you will hear is when I whisper in your ear, I love you forever and ever. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world, people just like us are falling in love. Let's do that again. A, there's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world, just like sounds of lovers in love. Here we go. You know what I mean, just the two of us and nobody else in sight. There's nobody else. Hear I don't know the words there apparently. Here we go. So listen very carefully, closer now and you will see what I mean. It isn't a dream. The only sound that you will hear is when I whisper in your ear, I love you forever and ever. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world you can hear the sounds of lovers in love. G7, just lovers in love. Back to G7. We're falling in love. I love this song. It's such a good song.
Oh, now I'm kind of warmed up for that song
Yeah.
now too.
Wait, let's do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, you serious?
Let's do it.
Oh, okay, guys.
Let's
do it again. And I'll just start in one.
And we can go. Let's go a hair slower, just
come
because
on.
I know for a lot of people this is really quick. So let's try it one more time.
Let me think about the original. I think the original is Herman's. Is it Herman's Hermits? I think. There's a kind of hush all over. 1, 2, 3. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world, you can hear the sounds of lovers in love. You know what I mean? Just the two of us and nobody else in sight. There's nobody else. Just like feels good just holding you tight. So listen very carefully, closer now, and you will see what I mean. It isn't a dream. The only sound that you will hear is when I whisper in your ear, I love you forever and ever. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world, people just like us are falling in love.
2, 3.
There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world, people hear the sounds of lovers in love. You know what I mean? Just the two of us and nobody else in sight. There's nobody else feeling good, just holding you tight. So listen very carefully, closer now, and you will see what I mean. It isn't a dream. The only sound that you will hear is when I whisper in your ear, I love you forever and ever. Made it! There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world, people just like us are falling in love. G7, hush, you're falling in love. Are falling in love. Thank you, Craig. He knows how much I love this song. Like, this is another one I'm like, I want to record it. It's a fun song to play. And we really had fun teaching it. It was just a blast. All right. Next up, we went through this phase where I didn't realize, did a bunch of Beatles in a row. And we only just like scratched the surface. So we've got this song, I Will. This one, so I have two versions of it. I have this with the lyrics, but then I also have this because I find this to be way easier to read if you don't know the song, because a lot of these are like 2 beats each and the occasional 4 beats each. So just something to keep in mind. You can look at either since the packet is free. So I'm going to actually flip back up to the lyrics just in hopes that I can maybe sing the right lyrics. We'll find out on this episode of Craig and Sarah. So there we go. There's your chord names. Boop. There we go. So it does cut off a little bit, but again, your packet's free. Download it. And this song, I did it so you've got your first verse and then move over to the side, second verse, and then below it, just so that it could all fit on one page. My goal was to make all these fit on one page. So that it would be no crazy scrolling during the live stream today. So just keep that in mind. And this is a song that we went through January of 2021. And we talk about practicing. That's something that's sort of a theme. Every January, we remind you about different practice techniques. And so this one, we had some really great we had some really great questions from our artist work students that we talked about during this one, as well as just some general chord substitutions and things and different ways of practicing that. So I think we could go through it. And let's start with just G, E minor, A minor, D7 a couple of times just to kind of get us into it. So I have G, A, it was actually, hold on one second. I think that's too fast. Who knows? Oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. G, E minor, A minor, D7. Again, G, E minor. Here we go. Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. 2 beats, 2 beats. Next over. For if I ever saw you, I didn't catch your name, but it never really mattered. I will always feel the same. The B section. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. C section. And when at last I find you, your song will fill the air. G7, sing it loud. So here we go, 1 beat. G, C, G, make it easy to be. G, C, G, for the things you do endear you to me. Oh, you know I will do the G, E minor, A minor, D7. Let's do it one more time. Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. G, E minor, A minor, D7. For if I ever saw you, D7, I, G, didn't catch your name, but it never really mattered. I will always feel. Second ending, the G, G7, C. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. G7. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. G, when at last I find you. D7, your song will fill the air. G7, sing it loud. D7, and then the once. G, C, G, make it easy to be near you. For the things you do endear you to me. Oh, you know I will. Yay! Just the good old slow down ending. My favorite recording of this is actually Alison Krauss's. I just adore it. I just think it's a great tune. And I think we may need to skip yesterday, yeah, Craig? I think we need to just jump to In My Life because our time together is coming to an end. But thank you guys so much for joining us here at the live stream. This has been really fun going down memory lane with you folks. So we're skipping over yesterday, but that's one I really loved teaching that song. And it's the Beatles wrote so many amazing tunes, and this is one. So June 2021, we did yesterday, but I'm going to jump ahead. I want to make sure we end our live stream with a song that is very special. It means a lot to a lot of folks, I think. It's just a really poignant tune, and it's one of my favorites. It's called In My Life, and we've recorded this a couple of times for a couple of different events, but hopefully we'll get to play around and do it more. Yay!
Is this one I start on you?
If you want to play you, Craig, I'd love it. It's up to you how you want to do it, because I can play your part if you want me to. Do you want to actually do that? You can. So this one we taught in September of 2021, and this I actually usually play baritone on. So we'll see how I do on this guy. I think we actually played it with me on baritone at the end of the live stream. I think I also messed up too, but again, it's live. Doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to take a second to look at the chat real quick. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This has just been a ton of fun. And I love just going down memory lane and just realizing, wow, there's a whole lot. And I've only picked a few things. Like if you go back and look, I didn't realize how much material we've covered, all for free over the years. It's been pretty amazing. All the way in 2018 when we were in this tiny square box where you didn't see me because I was sitting behind Craig. And we had our cameras set up. I love it.
Well, are we doing any live giveaways during this?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for reminding me, Craig. Yes.
Well, Rob actually in the chat. Rob is on it today.
Rob is on it. So Hawaiian Host has very generously offered some goodies for us to give away. So I've got two treats to give away. So let me actually do this. I'm going to scroll. I'm going to stop. My finger is on. Oh my God. Peter Brown. Peter Brown, please send us an email. Peter Brown, you're going to get some Hawaiian Host chocolates. Peter Brown. Okay, I'm going to scroll again. Stopping here. John Leland, if you are in the chat, you have won some goodies. John Leland.
Oh my gosh, and before we do the last one, I want to show our fun thing that we did with Cameron.
Oh, which fun thing?
With Hawaiian Host.
Oh gosh, yes. This is super cute. Cameron's first time getting to try this. He wouldn't share with Mommy. I just want to point out. He eventually did. But yes, congratulations to Peter Brown and to John Leland. Send us emails saying, hey, I won. And we will get those chocolates sent to you next week. They're actually delivering them to us so that we can send them out. So very excited. Peter and John.
This was so much fun. Let me play this real quick. This will take only 30 seconds or so. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, she's so precious. I can't even right now.
That was a lot of fun. I mean again, we've been experimenting with different things. How to every time we do a backyard concert, we're learning new things.
Yeah.
So again, thank you guys so much for your support. Again, this packet was absolutely free. If you want to help support these live streams, or even just what we do in general, you can join us at artistworks.com for our lessons at our school. You can donate on the bottom right of the screen at either PayPal or Venmo. But again, everything helps. So thank you guys so very, very much. Yeah, it is amazing.
Oh, Rob. So Hawaiian Host is not running that out on TV. That was something fun Craig made, but they did actually share it on social media, which was really fun. So it was neat to actually get a shout out from Hawaiian Host. So that was, we love working with them. They're really sweet people. Now, Craig, did you want to start with the chord melody kind
And
of
then I'll
thing?
jump into bass. I'll just the intro, the
That's
two
fine.
form, not the whole form, but
Yeah, just
the A section.
I'll keep playing chords. It'll be fine. It'll be lovely.
What I might do, well, we'll do a split screen, and then I'll put up
Okay.
excuse me. I need more coffee.
And somebody asked, "Where's Cameron today?" He's with his grandparents. They're hanging out. I think he's doing painting this morning. That's this morning's activity. So he's probably covered in paint as we speak. So I'll be bathing him after painting with Grandma.
All right. How fast do you want to take it?
You pick the speed because you're the one doing the I usually do it slow because I'm sentimental like that.
Okay, 2, 3.
C. Oh, that was my fault. F minor. Again, back to C. G minor, go back to the A minor, and the C7, F minor, back to C. There we go, C. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better, some have gone. Some remain. B section. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all. Back to at the very top, G7, because that's supposed to be there we go, that's it, A. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. It repeats, as memories lose their meaning. When I think of something new, B section. Oh, I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Let's do from the C. The top. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better, some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all. Let's do that little intro part again. I know that's not what they usually do, but I like that. See, but of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And as memories lose their meaning, when I think of love as something new, oh, I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. F minor. In my life, I love you. Intro more. Aww, a nice trip down memory lane, ending with a beautiful song about memories.
Can you show that F to F minor transition?
Okay, so F to F minor transition. So you'll also notice I actually ended up playing some fancy pants chords that we actually talked about in that live stream. But if I'm doing F to F minor, what I tend to do, which some people, it's a little awkward for some folks, is I actually take my middle finger and take it down to the first fret and add my pinky. So it looks kind of crazy. But yeah, so I'm doing F, slide that finger down because it's such a short amount of time that I'm holding this awkward chord. You could also do F, put your pinky down, and then flip 2 fingers like this. But I tend to do, and then slide that finger down and add it. Or you could F, pinky down, so you have an anchor, flip your 2 fingers. Either way is totally fine, I think. You're just getting the job done. And then the other thing that some folks saw me doing was I was actually playing F minor 7, which is 1, 3, 1, 3. And especially in my life, that where you have F minor for 4 beats, I'm doing 2 beats of F minor, and then I'm moving my ring finger down in pitch, so that I have this extra like super melancholy, sad feel. In my life, I love them.
And notice how that C string leads you to that open C.
Open C.
So again, it's a good showcase again that the ukulele can be as easy or as hard as you want it to be, and that's the beautiful thing about music. So something even as that simple F to F minor, you know, look how many different ways we could do that now. Or you know, that's why even for us, we're still learning. We're still figuring things out, and you know, we love that we get a chance to share this journey with you, and that we get to be a part of yours as well. It really means a lot. So thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Yes.
Again, if you haven't already, you can download your free packet for today.
Share it with your friends. Share this live stream with people. That's one of the biggest things you can actually do to help out too, is just sharing. These are totally free, and just give them out. We hope that people enjoy them. This has just been, you know, we take some time today, maybe if you want, go down memory lane again with us and actually watch some of those. It's pretty funny going back and checking it all out.
Don't forget, tomorrow you get 1 entry for free for joining us for the live premiere of Andrew Molina's concert with us, our backyard concert number 6.
Yep. Live giveaways as well.
Yes,
so if you join us live,
yes.
we're giving away a subscription to the Andrew Molina Ukulele Academy, as well as GHS strings, our set, as well as Andrew Molina's set of strings. Hawaiian Host chocolates, whoop, 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 and a 6-month subscription to our online school with Artistworks. And I think there's a couple other things too that I'm forgetting, but just definitely join us tomorrow for that live stream. You get that free entry to win that beautiful Rebel ukulele that Craig gave me earlier in the live stream as well. And there's other ways to win too, like purchasing a digital packet gets you 3 entries, and that gives you the box charts so you can jam with Andrew anytime you want, watching the live stream or watching the premiere.
Awesome. And again, we do have Neo Chin's workshop coming up in a few weeks as well. That's gonna be a ton of fun.
Yeah.
So again, thank you guys so very much again for your support, for tuning in. And again, every time, you know, you share, it helps a ton. And make sure you subscribe to always keep up to everything that we're doing. Again, there's going to be a lot more behind the scenes stuff coming up, and just a lot more ukulele community centered things as we push forward together this new year. But thank you guys so very, very much. Hope to see you tomorrow morning.
Yes, see you guys tomorrow.
Aloha. Thank you.
Yay. How